need to put socks on.
Sasa. Oh fuck.
I'm so cold.
Put socks on?
Yeah.
Oh. I thought it was socks on, then Medusa said salsa, and then I was like, which one is it? Because both seems viable.
I mean,
How
salsa.
almost every kingdom on the map except for obviously the Holy Lands and like one other place? I feel like we have.
We haven't been in the plains of Orc-Diff yet.
No, you haven't been in a lot of places now that I think
or
about it.
Havana.
I feel like it's your end game for us to go to at least everywhere. Oh, continue.
You haven't go to the Empire, you haven't go to the Dominion or Casopro, you haven't
We've
go
been
to
to Fragmala,
Ordiv.
right? That sounds familiar.
No, you haven't gone to Fragmala yet.
Never mind, I'm a liar.
You haven't gone to Isondo, and you haven't gone to the Holy Lands.
And also I've gone to the council of whatever that word is.
Yeah. Well, maybe you went to the Dominion. I figured the joke is in, from a couple sessions ago where,
Was the sex engine one that we were joking about?
No,
Escape room.
No, the one where the god fell asleep, after.
Oh, so we have been here. We were here.
Yeah, it was probably around here on the mountains. Yeah.
Well.
All right. I put that we are live. Huh? I need to work on the thumbnail. I don't like it.
Oh well. Sometimes YouTube's automatic thumbnail I heard.
Yeah, I like how it looks for the big screen, but on thumbnail size doesn't look that good. Let me put here like with D&D.
Say enable dark mode. What is? Oh, I don't like that. Putting it back.
Really, I like the armor more.
I know you're like you put like Discord on dark mode or whatever, and I'm just like not here for it. I don't like it.
You have Discord on light mode?
I have Twitter on light mode. I have everything on light mode.
That is concerning.
Yeah.
Wait,
I like
dark mode?
most
The
things on
background's-
light mode too. Actually, I prefer it.
Is this on light mode? The background's black, but that's like just Discord. But the text is white.
No, that is dark mode.
That is dark mode.
Oh, never mind. It is dark. Never mind. But yeah, on my Twitter's light mode. Everything is usually light mode.
I have some stuff on light mode, but yeah, a lot of stuff I changed it to dark mode after a while. For Twitch, I use it to have on light mode.
I just realized Tumblr doesn't have a dark mode. It's just one mode. Fucking
Yeah,
Tumblr.
it's whatever color the Tumblr shows.
Dark mode was one of the literally fans had to mod it themselves, and then
It
Tumblr
was a mod, and then they got rid of missing E. I know.
Which is such bullshit. People were doing this shit for them for free when they should have been providing it themselves.
We shouldn't complain. I clicked on one YouTube video and I keep getting Instagram. I mentioned like McDonald's once, and all of a sudden I got Instagram.
Definitely being listened on.
Well, hey, if you ever need to find something, just repeat it a few times. Go on Instagram after an hour, you'll find it.
Yeah, exactly. Or Twitter is really bad about that too. Tumblr is like, hey, you want a Ferrari? It's like such. I love how it's non-targeted advertisement. They just give the same ad to everybody. It's great. So, they really don't know what they're doing. It's great. Anyway, continue.
All right, so let's begin, shall we? Okay. Welcome to Guardians of Deatror, my terrible D&D campaign. As always, we are here playing for the first time in many months, 2 weeks in a row. Let's go, guys! Clap
We
for
got
you.
this.
First
Clapping.
I just gotta not sing that actually.
Don't sing it. Disney's evil.
Disney
Hear
is
me,
Yeah, I
evil.
don't want
Disney.
to fuck with the mouse.
I do love
shit like
Frozen.
that.
I do love Frozen.
So, yeah, I'm here with my amazing players, Emerald, Ali, and Catherine. And yeah, last time we did a level up session. We everyone got to level 6. We also you also chose some upgrades for your legendary items, and now you don't have them for this arc. So yeah, esta you cannot use.
Oh yeah, they're building ours. That makes sense.
I can't use my what?
Your Oathkeeper. Yeah.
That's fine. I didn't use
I
it a lot.
want it known. I put Yuri tentatively put back on Stienwongnusa's kiss. So that's after that conversation with the guy at the pub.
All right.
Tentatively put it back on.
And Emerald, you don't have a broken promise.
No Oathkeeper or Broken Promise.
No,
Yeah, this
Keeper
might
of
be a hard
Broken
arc,
Promise.
y'all. We're playing on
Well,
hard
that's what
mode
I'm
today.
keeping. Oh no, I don't have Stienwongnusa's kiss because they're working on it. That's right. Never mind. No, I don't.
And Destiny went on one of her creeps also, so you don't have Destiny for this mission, Nator.
We're gonna. Yuri goes on the boat and turns the others and goes, "We're gonna die."
I will endeavor to see that we don't die, but yeah, we might be fucked.
So yeah,
We're gonna do any mission. It's probably gonna be this one, she says.
Yay! In my fucking shitty country, it would be this one.
So, last session, at the end of the session, you were called by the commander to the briefing room, where you were received by someone. And let's begin, shall we? You are on the briefing room of the HQ, and Beatriz is hugging you tightly, Yuri. Mm-hmm. Memories of the past flashing through your mind as you hug her back. What do you see? Tell me a memory. What do you see?
I remember maybe before Yuri, when Yuri was like mid-transition, so like less feminine, but like not, completely like still dressing boyish, but they weren't allowed to cut their hair at this point. Mm-hmm. And maybe they just got into an argument with their parents and their older brother, and Beatrice, after everyone like cooled down, kind of snuck into Yuri's room to comfort him.
All right.
They're remembering.
No.
Beatrice is younger, correct?
Yeah, she's.
Oh my god, is Yuri have real Townsend syndrome?
Yeah, I said last session Beatrice is 5 years younger. I reread my character sheet. I'm like, oh no, she's only 2 years younger.
Yeah.
I think. I got confused.
Comic book writer, you can't keep your shit straight.
I can't keep it track. The older brother's 5 years older, so that's why I got them kind of mixed up. So.
All right. Hola, Noble. Bienvenido. So, okay, the memory is cut off when she stops hugging you. I'm so glad to finally see you again. I have missed you so much. I just wish it was on better circumstances.
Yeah, I've got... My tummy feels not good. He says, I wish I could have seen you on better circumstances. Maybe take you to Fantasy Disneyland.
I know, right? I always wanted to go to, I don't know, Fantasy Mouseland.
Disneyland. No, Mouseland. Yeah, say something's the mouse is a good Mouseland. Cute.
So she says like, well, I'm sorry for coming like this. Well, I really needed to talk to you. See, the situation is like, you hear the commander Karaspari back on the table, and she says, I see you remember your sister pretty well. Why did I say that? That doesn't make any fucking sense.
I didn't want to say anything, Yuri said, but it's okay. Honestly, this is some stressful.
I'm sorry, I have a call. I have call fog. Brain fog.
That's okay.
At some point. Alright, so she says something along the line. It's nice seeing you catch up, but before you go deep into the reason you are here, maybe we should wait for the other party. And
are we on a dual mission?
I guess.
And at that moment, you see Bina and her party walk into a room. You know, she is like, where is she? Oh,
that's the bread and stuff.
Sorry, I can hear your cat.
Yeah, my cat is here.
Kitty! Sorry, but I will say kitty every time I hear her meow in the background.
She only came meowing at me 2 times and then went away. She didn't even let me pet her.
Just in case you forgot I was here, bitches.
Your cat really said absence makes the heart go fonder. You'll love me more the less affection I give you, but she just keeps you around enough just to keep you,
I know. So
you're capping Tsunade.
So, they enter the room. Clement the gnome looks like he was sleeping 5 seconds ago.
I love him.
The gnome that looks high all the time.
And here at the tabaxi was very, very obviously in the middle of a beer vendor.
Nice.
Like, this is like 9 p.m. It's late at night. So they're like, Simbina tries to stray both of them up and is like, sorry for the delay, Commander. I was getting this dude somewhat in shame and she like a rope being tense, being pulled. At the moment Simbina sees you, she immediately strays up. And Wright goes, saying, we have called upon you to parties because we believe the business Miss Beatrice came to discuss is of your interest. And Beatrice starts looking back and forth between Yuri and Simbina.
Yuri quietly shakes his head like, don't say nothing.
And then, she like like you're
We're doing like
"Huh?"
the sibling like
Nope.
what's it called, body language thing.
Yeah. And then, let me say, Miss Beatriz, please go ahead. She's like, oh yeah, sorry. Should I start from the beginning? Yes, yes, I think I should, right? Sorry. Okay. So, for people who don't know me, I'm Yuri's younger sister. Hi, nice to meet you all. You're like, what? Hi. And I'm also the daughter of Joaquin de Costa. He's the owner of the De Costa conglomerate, and he's also a member of the Merchant Council to Lord Moreira in the city of Porto Azul.
Beauty rolls his eyes. Not at her, just like, this asshole.
Probably you don't know the place. It's a big trading city on the coast of Gran Corona Lake, northwest of Cabana. So, while working for that, I came across some kind of medical reports, which were accidentally bundled on my accounting papers. I didn't understand a lot of it because, I studied accounting, not medicine, and I cannot heal anything bigger than a death plant. And even sometimes I fail at that. Mom gave me a small cacti some months ago, and apparently I overwatered it. I didn't even know it was possible to overwater plants, but Relaya likes to rasp her throat, and she's like, oh, yeah, sorry. Okay, so, these medical reports were weird. They seem to talk about an undisclosed number of people getting sick on the South District, and how both the local healers and medical professionals couldn't find the source of the disease, or the vector of transmissions, either physical or magical. There was a ton of medical jargon that I didn't understand, but the general gist that I got is that people were falling into a coma out of nowhere before dying some day later.
Lord.
I talked with Dad about it, and he told me not to worry about it, that the issue was already being handled by some specialists, and left it at that. But she didn't stop there. A few days later, I started hearing people talking about some healers and medics disappearing on the South Districts. Of course, by itself, that wouldn't mean much. I mean, don't want to be rude, but South District has always been a rough place. I mean, Angela. Remember Angela, Yuri? Fake red hair with a terrible sense of fashion. She was in my class back in the day.
Oh, God.
Well,
She wore way too pink and red at class with her hair.
I know, right?
It was much more of a winter, honestly. I don't know what she was doing. Anyway, continue.
Well, she once told me that her brother was almost kidnapped when he visited that district looking for a specific brothel, and apparently, once again, she gets interrupted by Relaya rasping her.
She got it. We all were genetically related.
Oh yeah, sorry. Relaya takes a step forward and says, a strange disease with no clear vector of transmission or source, followed by disappearances of medical professionals.
Dodgy.
Cienbinaten says, that sounds like a transplanter contagion? Sorry.
Meaning a bioweapon, potentially?
Roll me a medicine check, please. Esta?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Alright, hang on. Ugh. Sorry, I was sitting stupid in my chair.
Yeah.
What's your medicine?
I feel like my medicine, I think, is it +3?
It's +3, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna send you a little clip. Share it with the class, on your own way. It's just a small little clip. Just explain
my
it.
paladin studies.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's funny because I've been team healer more than you.
I will endeavor to heal more. I'm sorry. Ahem.
Yeah.
Asta says, and this is word for word because she's been studying her paladin healing shit. A theoretical type of disease that has its source on another plane, like the astral plane. Due to its source, it's believed it won't act the same way a local plane diseases do. So basically, this is a novel disease for us, is what I'm hearing.
Breakthrough, great. Sketchy experiments. Yuri says, sorry, that's where my brain goes.
Let me say, Well, this is the reason why we call it upon you, Raktak, looking at Simbina and Hieru and Kliman. I know you haven't had a lot of time to rest since your last mission, but you are the only available party with experience on disease control. Kliman, finally kind of waking up, says, tell us about it, I still have nightmares about that zombie virus. And Hieru the Tabaxi says, Really? I honestly found the dancing plague on Haina way creepier. But it shouldn't contour like that, man. So, let me say, there is one big problem. Officially, the government of Port Azul hasn't requested our help. In fact, it hasn't even recognized they have something to worry about, so legally speaking, the guard has its hands tied. Which also begs the question, why are they bothering this issue in the first place? And Relaya says, so we need another in, which is where you come in. And, Beatrice comes to you and says, okay, Sips, don't freak out, but I had an idea.
I'm sweating, what?
Esther's smiling. Esther, the only child, is happy.
He's like, wait, let me put on my Ray-Bans. Actually, no, I'm kidding. I only for you, Patrice, I will keep them off. Continue.
Okay. Well, okay, after your victory on the Grand Festival, you became very popular on Puerto Azul. A lot of parents named their kid Yuri last year.
What? Why am I not getting money for this? Yuri says immediately.
Esther says that should be a great honor. Remember that one couple in back in my town named their kids after us? You should... Come on, Yuri.
Yeah, the couples.
Why are my record sales reflect this? I continue. Never mind, I'm joking. Oh, that's a lot of pressure. Continue.
Well, right now, Dad is campaigning to get re-elected as a member of the council.
Oh, here we go.
But
He said...
the competition is really fierce, so, I kinda told him maybe somehow that in exchange of him paying your college debts, I could convince you to support his campaign.
Oh, Patrice, why? Do this weird. Oh.
Let me say, well, your father is a member of the council, and according to our intel, he is relatively close to Lord Moreira. Supporting him during his campaign will give you access to resources that we believe will be useful to discover what is really happening on Puerto Azul.
He will use it against me so fast.
I
All of
think...
our heads will spin. Like Sadako from the ring. The fantasy ring.
I think your sister has made her case about why she thinks this is important, but we understand if you don't want to participate in this mission.
No, people dropping dead is pretty serious.
It is in your hometown.
I will complain the entire time, but no, this is for real, so let's do it.
Yuki's thinking, wow, this diary is gonna be great this week.
Esther's concerned about Yuri's mental health and everything, and meanwhile you're like, this is gonna be great to read in the diary.
Oh, Emerald. I love how Yuki was quiet the whole time and is just like scheming already.
Relaya says, very good, so the plan is as follows. You will depart from here in 2 hours using the transportation that Beatrice has arranged. Arranged? Arranged, thank you. Raktak, you will be dropped on the outskirts of the city and make your way on foot to the South District to start investigating this disease. Misfits, you will travel directly into the city and will act? Thank you.
You got it.
Like you are there to support the Costa election campaign. His connections and resources could prove to be useful to gather intel for the Raktak. Let me say, please understand that this operation is not officially sanctioned, and as so, we will not be able to provide support to you in case things go south. Is everyone okay with this?
That's like half of our
resourceful.
missions. No offense, so it's fine.
Esther says, don't worry, we're pretty resourceful.
Nothing's worse than the lighthouse, it's fine.
Nothing will be worse than the lighthouse, it is true.
Nothing.
Siambina says, consider it done. Okay, let's go, guys. You need to sober up, and you need to wake up properly. She says that they start walking away.
Team
I
mom.
love Team Mom.
There goes, there goes yet another team mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely not me.
They-
It's most certainly me.
The commander gives wishes you good luck, and you leave the room. And at that moment, Beatrice is like, "So that's the Cienvina?
Yeah.
The Cienvina,
Yeah.
like the one from the poems."
The what? Oh, did she read Yuri's diary too?
I figure you probably sent poems
Yeah, I
around.
probably sent her some stuff, yeah. Yep.
Wow.
I know. I know.
Alright, so let's move, shall we?
Oh god. Poor Yuri. Hey, Alan's character's happy. Cool, my debt will be wiped out.
So, after packing your equipment, you get together for the mission. Beatrice prepared a carriage pulled by flying ghosts to take you to Porto Azul, and you are traveling in it, flying through the dark night, with nothing to distract you from the fact that, Cienvina and her team is sitting right across the way.
Oh,
Carpet's nice.
it
And
is actually a really nice carpet.
As the comments on the carpet.
it is a
She said, "Oh,
beautiful
this carpet's
carpet.
pretty."
Yeah.
It looks like it's from Hatra.
Yeah, I was about to comment. It seems like it's from my country. It's beautiful.
If I ever get a house, I'm putting that in my house. If I live that long.
We already have one in my house. It's less fancy, but still.
So my question right now is: you are talking because you want to talk, or are you talking to, feel the?
A little bit of both. Yuri definitely, if it's nighttime, has one of those airplane face masks. Just in case in his bag.
Of course.
Just in case he wants to bail, put in the fantasy earphones and go to sleep.
Across you can see that Kliman is sleeping, Hero seems to be watching the stars, and Cienvina is pointedly reading a book. So,
okay.
what are you guys doing to pass the time?
What? Well, I wanted to ask what Patrice was doing.
Actually, I think S is probably getting.
Because if
to know
she's sleeping, Yuri is sleeping.
I
For
think, I think she's just, sitting very uncomfortable there in the middle, kind of sneaking, little cases at Cienvina and then at you, and then at Cienvina and then at you.
I'm putting my mask on. I can't see. I can't watch this. It's one of those masks, where it's a mask, but
Right.
oh god, what? Yeah. Oh, no. Hold on. What are the ones? Sleeping mask. I want it to be one of those kind of unsettling ones.
With the eyes on it?
Yeah. Like this.
That is exactly what I pictured for you.
They have a mask like that with rockly eyes, I think.
Hold on, yeah, but it's kind of like
Hold on,
this,
man.
but except rockly eyes, exactly. I put it in chat.
Oh my god. That's really funny.
That,
What color is
except
it?
pink.
Yeah.
The really, I actually hate those because I think it freaks me out. Yeah, exactly.
I think they're funny.
I think it's something Yuri would have. I hate them, but Yuri's kind of a.
Yuri's just like that.
Yuri was gonna talk about Trace, but watching her do the staring thing, he's like, I can't watch it. Puts it on.
I think Esther would probably talk to Beatrice.
Right, what do you want to talk about?
Esther goes, so Yuri's told me a little. How much do you think Yuri told her?
Yuri's probably. Okay, Beatrice is probably the only family member Yuri talks about. To be real. So.
Yeah.
You don't know
Esther
shit about anyone else.
Yuri's told me a lot about you. It's nice to finally meet you. He really cares a lot about you.
Ah, thank you. I also hear a lot about you, Esther.
Oh, that's nice to hear. Yeah, Yuri's one of my close friends. I wish it was in better circumstances that we finally got to meet, but I am really happy to. And she goes, oh, can you tell us anything about Yuri from when he was younger? Nothing embarrassing, please, though. I don't want to upset poor Yuri.
Oh, yeah, of course. Something interesting. They always used to love, originally they didn't want to play any instrument.
Really?
Yeah, but one day my dad gave her a lyre, and they fell in love with her, with it.
That's interesting. I never would have thought that Yuri didn't have any interest in playing any instruments. Is
Yeah.
the lyre a popular instrument in?
Yeah, we didn't have a choice. Yuri says this is listening.
Oh.
We all had to pick up an instrument. It worked out for me.
Oh, I see.
You
I
dumped my
some people
clarinet
like
so
that.
fast, Patrice.
You see, I didn't mind helping out in temple, but yeah, it was kind of like one of those family things that you had to do.
Well, they wanted a well-rounded education. Blah blah blah.
I get it.
Well, you did have a choice about what instrument you wanted, though.
Yeah, no. But, I mean, we didn't have a choice to play an instrument. Leandro hated that. Tough.
Well, you know, you can say it was not bad. I remember you really enjoyed the time you spent playing with the what is it called on English? You know, the big band,
The what?
the orchestra.
Yes. Yeah, orchestra. I think for
The
a
big
lyre,
band, the big band.
the big band. Yup.
You know, if you think about it, an orchestra is just an old-timey
Best
big
class
band.
in school.
Yeah.
Fuck
It was,
Jim.
basically.
It's funny because I'm a guardian, but also fuck Jim.
Yeah.
We'll just type it. Lol just saw this. Yuri would wear one of those glasses where it looks like they're awake, but they're like secretly napping.
That's how they got through most of their college courses, sitting in the back row.
Well,
Glasses just
Close
enough
enough
to
to
make
make
it.
a good student, yeah.
That's like how he got through his what's it called?
People
The
in
requirements?
Japan, they don't take attendance. They don't do attendance like they do in America usually. So like a lot of people, what they'll do in Japan is just study at home, skip a lot of the actual classes, and then just take the midterm and final, and that's it.
That seems kind of dumb. What's the point? I would show up.
It depends on the student, but that's actually pretty common for people who are good at studying.
Oh yeah,
I had
Japan does teach you how to study though.
Yuri went to the classes, but yeah, spend a couple hangover things, you know, in the back asleep.
well, probably you were paying attention to something else, if I remember correctly.
Leave me alone. We were all young and dumb.
Yeah, so Esther, there was this guy, and Siembina kind of
No.
perked from the book, like, just slightly, you know? This guy,
Leave me alone.
this big,
Nothing embarrassing, please. I wanted to hear more cute stuff like a
Hey, but you remember
no,
that
believe
first
me,
boyfriend
he
you had?
is very, very cute. This guy was
Yeah, that's true.
big, very strong,
Mhm.
very
Perfect.
fucking stupid, though.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that was your type, Yuri.
I don't really like half time, usually.
Oh, well. Yeah, Fernando was his name.
Yeah, but Patrice, remember that first boyfriend that we don't talk about? Yeah, shut up.
Hey, we all make mistakes, okay?
That's true. We are not in high school anymore, thank God.
Meanwhile, what is Yuki doing? Sorry for asking.
No, I sent a gif of Yuki, because Yuki wasn't really paying attention until now.
I
You
mean,
just
I
have
was.
to sleep.
I mean, I was, but Yuki was like, she's on the corner of the couch. You know, she has her arm on the headrest, on like the on the armrest next to her, behind the couch too. She's like sitting in the corner,
That's cute.
dozing off, relaxing, and then she hears this, and
You're
she's like,
off.
oh, I know Sendina,
He?
and everyone else is gonna be listening to this one.
T? Patrice is totally going to talk behind me in the back, second my back is turned, I swear to God.
Chris is like, well, you know, the people grow up. So, yeah.
That's true. We'll make dumb mistakes.
So, yeah, that was how Yuri was back in today.
Cool. And I was gonna ask her, what was your first song? And she goes, oh, yeah, to try to change the topic. Oh, Yuri, what's some of the first songs that you learned how to play on the lyre?
Oh, Silver Sapphire covers. Lots of
Yeah,
musicians
right.
start doing covers. It's easier to transition into songwriting. You know, like acoustic version of this, woodwind version of that, you know.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
How interesting, then. She was your favorite. Because I imagine Yuri talks about Silver Sapphire.
Oh,
all
yeah,
the
you
fucking
shut up.
time. It's amazing that, like, you know, you admire her for so long and then you became her mentee.
Well,
Living
that's
the
half the
dream,
reason
as it were.
I went to that specific Bards College. I mean, if I couldn't get in, I would have gone to another school, but, you know. Me and everyone else wanted to have her as a mentor, so.
Yeah. So, yeah. she turns around. What about you, Yuki? How have you been?
Is Yuri's sister talking to Yuki?
Yeah.
Okay. I know. Yuki wasn't really expecting to make conversation.
As you know.
Beatrice says, Yuri on their letter says you aren't really prone to conversation. Why is that?
You're just
Please.
Yuki just looks over and goes,
type Estes cuts in.
what does this to say?
She's a strong silent type. It'll ruin her mystique, right, Yuki? I think at this point, I think Estes just assumes that you get kind of anxious when you talk to people. At least that she's assuming you have a social anxiety.
More like Yuki's the smirky type with the knife hanging behind their back.
I still believe everyone.
Yuki doesn't talk so she can hear everything around her.
I don't think Esther knows super big gossip. Maybe she thinks it's a little bit.
She doesn't know. Oh no, she's
not willing to read people's diaries. She just thinks, oh, maybe she doesn't like talking. That's fine. You know, she's autistic. She's not the type of autistic that like is quiet, but some people are. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I think Yuki, because she is, like, you know, robs people. She always listens to like what everything that's happening around her, to like information. To know what's happening, like, is anyone coming around the corner? Blah blah. What are people saying?
Is someone gonna?
Did anyone see something? Yeah. So she's probably just like, oh, no, I just prefer listening to people.
Oh, I see.
I do a lot of talking, so.
Yuki goes.
You do?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
+8 persuasion, baby.
Sorry.
Bless you.
Thank you.
That's +6. Excuse me. Close enough.
Oh, I have +8. Excuse me.
You don't. You've got intimidation.
I got 4 +8s.
Shut up.
Gotta go somewhere.
It's crazy.
Okay.
Fucking thieves.
So, as you go through the night, slowly time passes, and after a while, where you catch a bit of sleep, finally you arrive at the area of a few kilometers away from the city, where Cienvina and her party starts lowering down. Beatrice says, "Oh, yeah, I almost forgot. Here." She gives a stone of fire speech to Cienvina. Okay, it's very important, that way you can keep in contact with us, but don't use it unless you find something really important. That goes to you too. Here, who is gonna have the stone of fire speech between you?
Give it to Mom.
I guess Size goes, I'll be responsible, and holds it out.
Okay, it gives to
I think
Esta.
I'm banned after that teleportation stone thing.
Oh, you are most. Esther goes without breaking a beat sweat. You are most certainly banned from any type
It
of.
was a super jump.
Yeah, and you made me look like a fool in front of literally an entire town.
It worked out. It's fine. We saved them out.
Beatrice says, well, so, as I say, don't use it unless you find something really important. Tactics sometimes don't work as advertised, and other people can tap into your conversation. Carla once told me, you remember Carla, right? Fluffy brown hair and was always using that funny purple dresses? Well...
Funny purple what?
Dress?
Oh! She looked good in purple. That was her color for sure.
Well, once apparently she accidentally heard a conversation between Hiro now is the one that grabs his throat, like... Oh, yeah, sorry. Well, we will be in contact, okay? Good luck.
Wait, I wanted to hear about Carla. Okay, fine.
So yeah, Cienvina and her party leaves the garage, and slowly it takes off again. Alright. So, slowly as the night disappears, let me lower the volume of this song because it's a little high. As the night disappears, the light of the sun starts reflecting on the enormous lake in front of you, like 1,000 miniature suns shining from within it, and slowly the light starts illuminating the town that saw you grow up. From the great towers of the government palace to the grey sturdy walls. You can see it all from here, and all kind of memories flood through your head. Many years ago, you promised that you wouldn't come back. But here you are, once again, and you can avoid asking what is expected of you in this homecoming. Yeah.
That's a good name for this.
It is.
Oh, it looks just like an Italian town or
Yeah.
or Spanish. Yeah.
So yeah, right.
But with the music notes, I like it.
Thank you.
What song is this?
It's called Universal Frame from Devin Townsend.
Cool.
The trip is finally over when you arrive to the port. The moment you arrive, an agent comes to check your documents, which Beatrice handles. A couple of minutes later, you are directed to go through a building. Following Beatrice, you see all around carriage with flying ghosts coming and going. Most of them not carrying people, but package and other similar deliveries. Beatrice opens the door towards the building, and a wall of noise hit you right in the ears. There is
What the fuck?
a massive.
It goes straight up to her eyebrows raised. That's not for us, right? Please tell me it's not for us.
A massive crowd has gathered on the gold port to see you, and immediately start chanting, Yuri, Yuri, Yuri.
What the fuck? You said, well, hold up, what?
You didn't tell us you were famous back in your hometown.
This is what happens when I don't have an agent yet. Shit, I should have known. I should have printed more CDs.
I told you were kind of famous, she says that. Beatrice says that.
I thought you meant like small town famous, like all the nanas and stuff brag about me, not this.
Like you go to the local diner and they give you free food and you
Oh my god,
sign a few autographs.
I could bust for so much money. Wait, no, focus. You just slapped yourself across the face.
People start coming close to you and trying to hug you and basically swarm you. Someone asking to sign an autograph.
I do that, I guess.
You have a pen on you.
Of course I do.
But people
I have my notebook, Meduso. I do.
Yeah, you have your notebook, but I figured they bring their own pens or stuff.
Yeah.
Like one girl wants, to sign her boob, basically.
No, I wouldn't. Lawsuit.
There is more people, crawling around you. Some of them seems to get also close to Esta and Yuki, Esta, you hear someone basically screaming at you, cross me with your tights, please!
What did he say?
Oh my god.
Cross me with my what? No, Catherine, the player, didn't hear what he said. I'm sorry, what did you say?
Oh. I mean, that's fair.
No, what did he say?
Look in the chat.
It's in the fucking chat, Catherine.
Oh, sorry. Oh, crush me with her thighs. As it goes, I don't know if she knows how to say to that. Thank you? She smiles and waves.
I also smile and wave.
Esther looks at Yuri and goes, how are we this famous? Is this because of the tournament?
Yeah, it's from the tournament.
But you're the one who writes the music. I guess people like their sports champions.
Yeah, exactly.
Yuki tells Yuri, don't touch people's gonna sell that for money. Use your own pen.
Oh, smart.
You don't want other
Should
people
I start
getting
selling
money
my
from
used-
you.
Not to be dodgy. Should I start selling my used tissues or something? Okay.
You immediately. Esther says, I'm sure as you would always told us, not without your publicist's approval, right?
That's right. I need a publicist. I need to get out of the party and I need a publicist stat.
Esther goes, well, yeah, I can see why they brought Stienwongnusa's team now. They need someone to be.
I'm gonna ask Starlight to hook me up because I don't trust anyone else here to do. All right, let's get out of here. Yuri is feeling very overwhelmed. They knew they got bigger, but this is kind of crazy.
You thought he'd be recognized a few times at the local tavern.
Yeah, you thought like a couple fans would come up, more of like indie band famous. You know what I mean?
So, Yuki, how do you sign an autograph when people come to ask you for one?
You would probably avoid them.
She would put her normal signature as this FYI.
Yudi's been training for this since they were 13.
I mean, I forgot. I did make an autograph for Yuki a while ago. I mean,
That's what you did.
I did.
Nice.
I got. I guess Yuki signs it.
All right.
She'll send like 2, and then she'll just be done.
That fight amongst yourselves for it.
First come, first serve.
Typical.
So, at that moment, a group of guards with the typical,
Okay, fuck.
Crowd control people.
Crowd control.
clothes that your father's guards usually wear, make their way to you and start opening a way for you.
Okay, we go.
Slowly, they push the people around till you finally reach the other side. Want to move to the other side?
Yeah.
So, they slowly open a perimeter around you. I'm gonna move the tree so you can move here. Pick.
I had to zoom out.
Well, join the Guardian, step 1, done. Get famous after joining Guardian, step 2, done, I guess. Yuri's thinking, which concert should I book? He's like low-key thinking when I'm done with the Guardians.
I feel like Esther's getting sensory overload. She's getting overwhelmed.
He's like, I need a publicist now. Get off fantasy Twitter. Don't even touch fantasy Twitter.
So, how are you feeling right now, Yuri?
Overwhelmed.
Okay. So, how are you feeling the moment you see your parents waiting for you at the other side?
Grimace.
This is like the best. It's like a monkey's paw wish, isn't it?
This is absolutely a monkey's paw wish. You wanted to be famous, not in yes, in Cabana, but not in here, Cabana.
So, the moment you get to the other side, the guards around you create a perimeter, and you see that, your family is waiting for you, Joaquin and Stella, and Stella immediately says, Yuri, you are back home. Finally, my child, she says, exclaiming really high, and immediately makes a big showing of hugging you.
Wow. Yuri's so surprised she said his name, so I guess sort of goes along with it in shock.
Yuri wasn't his given name.
Nope.
People clap around you while your father walks to you and puts her hand on your shoulder and says, "Welcome back." He then immediately turns towards the public and exclaims, "Finally, my family is complete again. And with the support of my incredible talent child, I promise all of you that the Da Costa family will not only keep their seat at the council, but we will continue to push for legislation that allows you, the people, to move forward in life and triumph, just like my child did."
Oh my god.
He claps again. The people around you start clapping, and he gently but firmly pushed you in front of everyone. How are you feeling, by the way, right now?
Yuri's cottoned on that his parents are probably just playing it for the crowds, but there's just shocked that they actually don't name.
They didn't dead name you.
Yeah.
They did not dead name you.
Who knew what, in order to get them working, and they had to be pressured into it, Lamau. I wave, I guess.
So people say Yuri, and you can hear Beatrice giving you you can feel Beatrice giving you a little, elbow, saying you that you should probably say something.
Yuri side-eyes her fine, and goes, "It's good to be back, everybody. It's good to see you all. Thank you so much for your support." Classic, what's it, idol speak.
For your support, diva voice.
Diva voice. Thanks for your support, diva voice.
Thank you for your support. So yeah.
Thanks for the support.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was perfect, Emerald.
That was pretty perfect.
So
I mean, I was a diva main.
Yuri's like, I'm gonna get a
that is
NASCAR jacket with 10 different sponsors on it after this. Fuck yeah.
So after saying that, your family starts moving away from the crowd.
Okay, I also go with them because fuck this.
And at that moment, Stella noticed Yuki and Efta, and she goes like, "Oh, you brought friends?"
Yep. We're on. These are my best friends, Esta and Yuki. Yuri almost said we're on a mission. No, never mind.
Oh, she said,
Still bows bows deeply and does like a formal hat ring introduction.
what does Yuki do?
I feel like Yuki was thinking, she was like, should I be... I feel this whole time, Yuki's been thinking, should I be polite to them or aloof? Polite to them or aloof?
Goes don't silently saying, please don't make.
Okay.
I feel like you has to definitely talk to Yuki and be like, we need to make sure we don't make this harder for Yuri.
At least not in front of at least not in front of the witnesses.
Yeah. Yuki goes, puts on her best customer service voice.
Yuki could work retail back in the day.
Yuki worked well at Welcome McDonald's.
Immediately.
No, she just knows her way around people. She just goes, oh, it's very nice to meet you.
What?
Modern day where Yuki works retail.
Nice to meet you too. I didn't expect Yuri to bring their friends, so but welcome. They slowly takes you towards a bigger carriage outside the gold port.
Or not.
You said carriage, and I was thinking of
Carriage.
Shrek.
Carriage?
Shrek.
Carriage.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, the Shrek carriage. So good.
Pulled by big, very beautiful horses. And,
Horses.
a group of servants take your bags and carries them for you.
Oh thank god.
Good thing Yuki has all her valuables hidden.
Technically, the loot's not considered a weapon unless you do magic.
Joaquin says, well, if you excuse us, your mother and I would love to talk with you and catch up about all your adventures, but we have an important reunion already scheduled. This carriage will take you home, and we will see you at 9 for dinner.
Okay.
Okay. And they start walking away.
Bye. It's like we said, they couldn't hear that. They said under their breath. Especially under the... Right. So we're taking a separate carriage from these two, right?
Yeah. So Beatrice, well,
Thanks, fuck.
as you can see, they are still as lovable as always.
I don't know how you deal with them.
A lot of patience.
I can't believe they said my name. I mean, it was definitely because in front of the witnesses, but I'll take it.
Well, yeah, that's good. Well, let's go.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
You get
Let's
on the
get out.
carriage, and sorry. I was gonna sneeze, but apparently I didn't. Okay.
That's the worst.
Okay, as you go in the carriage, where is it? Let's go back to here. Back. Damn it, my nose. There we go.
I see.
Bless you.
Finally. Sorry, 1 second. Man, this session is gonna be really short.
That's okay.
So,
It's lore
I
heavy.
think it can stay up late anyway. I was gonna say if this had to go super late, we would have had to cut it short anyway.
yeah.
Not
Yeah.
now, but I mean, like I couldn't do it past 11. You know,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
that's fine.
It's time to use the Disco Elysium music. Let's go.
Oh my god, yes.
We need to play this game. Everyone and their
I
mother
bought it
Tumblr.
on my Steam account if you want to play it.
We'll play it. And we've been playing Stardew.
I
now.
tried it. It wasn't for me, but it's really good. Even if
Oh, I love visual novels, so I'm sure I'll love it.
yeah, it's basically like people describe it as playing D&D with a actually good DM. You know?
You're a good dude. Is this the game with the people with the? I thought it was the music game, or is that something else?
It's low-key about politics and philosophy in a
It's
post-communist
basically
society, a
so-
post-Soviet Union.
yeah. Basically, it's an alternative world. You know, where you are living basically on a city where a communist revolution overthrew a monarch, and then immediately the communist republic was overthrown by an invading foreign country. So you know, so things are shit basically, and you are playing as a detective who has amnesia and doesn't remember what the fuck is happening, and he lost his gun, he lost his badge, and he has to somehow resolve a fucking murder.
Oh,
And he's a fucking mess.
that's a good vehicle
you
for
know-
the player because the player
He
doesn't know
also
shit about
struggles with alcoholism. I know
Yeah,
that
the
much.
best part about the character, in my opinion, is that you have two options with him. You can, you can, you cannot make him good. You can kind of handle his problems, you know, to
it.
kind
He's
of.
barely keeping a lid on
Yeah,
it. Is what you're
he
saying.
can make. You can make him a functional human being. That's your good ending. You make him a functional human being, right?
Barely.
Or you can make him worse, much worse.
I feel like there are people who went for the other one, whoever went for the.
So yeah, it's a really good game. I as I say, I played like 10 hours of it, but it wasn't for me. But you know, I appreciate because it has really good writing.
It's made by a small Estonian
Yeah.
studio too, so it's one of the few non-American Canadian
It is
games.
low key probably about Estonian history. Fucking.
Well, yeah, people online were saying because the city they live in is kind of run down. It feels very post-Soviet. If you
Yeah.
lived in a
Yeah.
post-Soviet country, a lot of people are saying it's very relatable if you live post-Iron Curtain country. So, yeah, props to Estonia.
All right, let's continue, shall we? So yeah,
Yep.
Disco Elysium recommended, even if I didn't like it.
And it's about queer middle-aged men. The end. But they're very sad and depressed.
So also you can literally die in the first 5 minutes of the game.
That's
Awesome.
hilarious.
Like literally, if you create your character with very low vitality, you know, very low HP from the beginning, the equivalent in the game, and you try to get your what is it called? Your type from a fan on the ceiling, and you fail the Deatror, you get a heart attack and die right there at the beginning of the game.
Reset.
Romance Kim.
Sorry. We'll get back
love
to the
that shit.
campaign in a bit, but I read a Breath of the Wild fan fiction. It was kind of dark. You know how like Link can die in the
Yeah.
game? You know, it's a video game. In the canon thing, he never dies. He survives at like all the dumb falls and shrines and death traps that the player plays. In the fic, he actually died a ton, but he can't die.
And
And
you
it's
got the immortal goddess.
it gets
Oh, I think I
really-
read this.
It's
It's a popular
really
trope.
it's by a beach. It's really dark because it's like you would think that's a good thing, but there's like a lot of trauma involved with, the reason I keep solving these puzzles, unlike, everyone thinks he's such a good warrior. No, because he's
Think like
But
Life is Strange rewind powers, except it's the goddess doing it for him, and she's kind of a bitch.
yeah, she's kind of a bitch. It's like, how horrifying would that be? It's like, oh, you're the best warrior. It's like, no, I just died a bunch and I just kind of strong-armed my way through. You know, normal. Unlike, I'm not exactly the MLG player that everyone thinks that.
It's like you're simultaneously blessed and cursed with
Immortality, yeah, sucks.
The-
Anyway,
main character shit.
That's canonically Dark Souls, by the way.
that is. That's fun. That's
Some
dark,
people
though. It's like,
interpret Fire Emblem 13 like that as well.
it's
Yeah,
like,
that
is
makes
that
sense.
kinder or is that like even worse because you keep suffering type thing? Anyway.
Yeah. So, okay, let's continue, shall we?
Yeah.
So, first thing, you start going through the dogs, and Esther, you immediately notice that a lot of Hadrians and Dark Elves are on town. What do you think?
I guess she's happy to see that, you know.
Yeah.
Patrons and Dark Elves, you said?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, she's happy to see that.
alright.
Well, I guess she figured it'd be like a hot minority here because, you know, we're near the
Hunter's
border,
right there. Yeah, we were near the
Well,
border.
yeah, it's a bordering country. It makes perfect sense, but yeah.
Wait. So yeah, Yuri, also, as the carriage goes and takes you to a lot of old streets that you use it to know, like, you know, the palm of your hand, you notice that it doesn't turn on the street that goes towards the Pearl Road, where your parent home is.
Okay. So it's not
Like the
going to
hotel?
the Pearl District.
Yeah. So, yeah, what do you think? Or do you say something?
Did we move? Well, did you move?
Oh, yeah, say there is. I think I never mentioned it on the letters. I figured it was something you preferred not to know.
Yep.
We moved to the
Good
Apple, to the Apple Hall a few years ago.
I guess that makes sense. I don't know why I'm so shocked. You says.
Yeah.
You know, if Dad's in good with the Lord, then
Yeah.
you know, probably made a lot more money.
Well, see, it wasn't started as that. I think I told you that Leandro married with Mayara Santos.
Oh yeah, I tried to block that out. Wait, that's like some other. Hold on, I'm asking as the player. That's like some other famous like, Russian girl, right?
Yeah, it was another version on the
More political marriage.
Yeah. Well,
Probably.
Beatriz,
Are these people you in your age group?
No, Leandro's 5 years older than Yuri.
Beatriz says, you remember Mayara, right? Big round glasses and a crispy brown hair. She used to go to the shores every day with us when we were kids.
Oh, how can I forget?
Well, his father died a year after they married, so Mayara got the silver mines out of the river. It didn't take long for that to convince her to join to put her mining company into the Costad conglomerate.
Yep.
Which basically put that into prime position to get elected into the council in the first place.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Political marriage. Yep.
After that,
Hey, if you're unlucky, you won't be able to dodge it. No, I'm kidding. Don't worry. Everyone will have to duel me. You'll be safe.
Oh, don't worry.
Whatever person you want to marry will have to defeat me in combat, and I'll just throw it. Don't worry about it.
Throw it, but you'll make it look really good, of course.
Exactly.
Oh, don't you worry. I know how to take care of myself about that.
I know. I pity the fool and try it with you.
I say, well, after that, it only took a year. It only took us a year before having enough money to get a house on the Apple Hall. Yeah.
Oh, mom and dad's dream come true.
Exactly.
Well, almost. They're not king and queen of everything yet.
Yet. So, as you go through the streets, you finally reach the Apple Hall, and you notice that, in the first place, it's like a city inside a city. It has its own little walls and, guards outside.
Bossing, upper ring of bossing say vibes, yeah.
And as you look through the windows, you guys see what is probably the most beautiful place you have seen inside a city. The architecture is rich and beautiful and extremely varied. You have, Hatran architecture, you have Dominion architecture, Imperial, Cabanan, all mixing together. There is the place is full of greenery. There is a small park here and there, a lot of trees, a lot of shade. But you also notice that behind this beauty, you can see that there is a slight threat and separation inside the people. Even inside the people living here. Around the beautiful gardens and trees, you notice the big walls and doors, making each house into basically a miniature fortress. So, can Yuri and Esther want to give me a history check?
Sure.
All that. Because I feel like Yuri might. Well, Esther would probably hear about this too.
Yeah.
Nothing.
None of
Oh,
you
shit.
know shit. Yeah.
Yuri was asleep.
Oh,
Well, yeah.
can Yuki roll?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's see.
That'd be
Just in
fun.
case.
Maybe she went.
Yes!
What did you get? I haven't gotten the result here.
Oh,
Oh, 9.
She read about it. If it passes,
No,
she
it
read about
didn't
it in Yuri's
pass.
diary.
yeah, she read about Yuri's diary. Shut up now.
That's
So,
a
yeah.
good one.
You see that there are guards, from different households in each place. And after a while, you finally get to your parents' home. A gate opening, letting you into the inner courtyard, where a beautiful garden with a collection of statues is located. Well, you
Wait.
move to the garden. Fuck.
There's like a cherub with the bow and arrow and you know what I mean, in the center of the fountain with
Yeah, basically.
the fucking stereotypical
There you see you are roped in front of the door, and as you go down of the carriage, you see this great building painted in bright blue colors. Exquisite in design that displays and simply view the economical power of the people living here, basically. Great pillars sustain the walls of polished materials, and reinforced windows are on the walls, so clean that you will think they are completely transparent. But Liz meanwhile orders a couple of servants waiting for you to take your bags to the rooms.
I don't think. Would have Yuri ever had? Maybe they had a house cleaner. I don't think Yuri they would have ever had servants before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yuri was middle class, right?
Yeah, I think there was like a house cleaner that maybe
Middle
came
class?
in once every week, every other week. So like, you know, comfortably middle class. This is achievement shit.
He went to 1% land.
What the fuck is this?
Well, what can I tell you? That has been used in the Civil War to really boost the profits.
Oh, when I get the feeling that's gonna bite him in the ass.
Yep.
If it goes one way. No, that's a scary.
So,
He's gotta be careful.
well, you know, he doesn't seem to worry right now. But we will see.
Well, hopefully he's right, for your sake, if nothing else.
Question is Catherine the player, not Azesta. Is he doing war profiteering?
Yep.
I thought so.
Everyone in this section, I read Medusa's thing, in this section of Kavana, the rich people were profiteering, low-key. Because I think we're not for either of the two main people. It's like a third contender.
You're doing the American thing and you're selling weapons to both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, as he says, the Rick explains, well, it's kind of on the download. Technically, this city is on Lady Lynn territory, and the Lord, what was his name? Sorry. I forget the names of my own NPCs.
Oh, I know. I've got him up here too. Lord
Moreira.
Antonio Moreira.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lord Moreira publicly supports Lady Lynn, but behind their backs, the merchants also trade and smuggle for General Marauder forces.
Double dipping.
Yep.
I thought it was war profiteering.
Well, you know, doesn't matter. He's not gonna openly go against Lady Lynn. That's a bad idea, but you know.
Exactly. But yeah, that's how it works right now. And it doesn't seem to it's gonna be there don't seem to be an insight already for the war, so you know, who knows how long this is gonna take. Oh well.
Oh, maybe this secret king will come out of nowhere. No, I'm just kidding. This isn't a King Arthur, man. Because isn't this whole thing happening? Is the old king died or something like that?
Yeah. A quick reminder: the old king died. He had
Without
two
like
sons.
a clear heir.
Yeah. The sons went to war. The sons fucking died, and now you know Lady Lynn, that was the fiancé of one of the sons, is fighting for half the country, and General Maraudo, that was like the most trusted general of the other son, is still fighting for the other half.
It's low-key people who shouldn't even really have a contention for the throne, but all the other main people got died off, so...
Yep.
So it's Game of Thrones-esque.
It's Game of Thrones.
Shit.
Yeah, and you also remember there is another faction that is remaining neutral because their province borders with the Orcs plains, basically.
Yeah.
So they are like, what the fuck are you doing? The Orcs will be
We're busy
attacking them.
fighting the orcs. We're not, like,
Yeah.
in
They're basically like fighting the
the north.
what's it called what's that winter zombie army in
Winter
Yeah,
zombie. Like,
yeah.
can we worry with the winter zombie?
The White Walkers.
I guess Yuri's cool with the orcs, so...
All the nobility is fighting each other. In reality, 90% of the country is actually more concerned with the actual threat.
Yeah. And there is also a small other faction controlling the capital of Cabana. That is the Castellan that swears up and right that there is another not recognized bastard son.
Secret prince, whatever.
Yeah. But hasn't been able to locate it.
Everyone is coming out of the woodwork saying, actually, I'm secretly the world's second cousin removed of royal blood.
I'm Anastasia. After
It's the Anastasia shit. All the main
Also-
people with actual contentions to the throne are dead, so
Also,
we're gonna get a lot
once
of secondhand.
we're here, this is a good place to also remind you, Yuri, you promised, I forgot her name. 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Remind me, it's been like a year, so sorry if I didn't remember.
Yeah, no, it was her
Oh
second.
shit, was it Lady Lynn?
Yeah, that's another thing. Okay, yeah, you promised a representative
I didn't
of Lady
forget.
Lynn to write a song to support their cause.
Well,
And also,
Didn't she make you promise?
we had to do it because I got Emmeti out of a bad situation, which I will absolutely cash in with Emmeti for that later.
yeah, and also you have to remember that you promised. What is her name? Where is she? Not Divina. Marta, the granddaughter of the Smiley Knight, that you will try to get information about how their parents disappeared.
That one
Yuri's
sounds
like,
easier.
Yuri's considering faking his death and running away to Majorca.
Where's Majorca?
In France.
I was like, I know it's a real place.
So yeah,
In France.
I think one of those sounds a lot simpler than the
Yuri.
other.
Yeah.
But that's the one you'd think. I actually think the finding information on her parents might be easier.
Yuri takes out his checklist and writes that down. Remind me about that later. Sorry,
yeah,
it's been like 2 years.
Yeah, I'll send you a little document later about plot points that
section,
you that need to keep in consideration during this arc. All right, so yeah, Beatriz says, oh, I'm sorry, Esta Yuri, Yuki, I mean. My parents apparently didn't prepare a room for you, so you're gonna have to share the guest room.
Okay.
That's fine.
I'm sure it's a McGiant. Yes.
They did prepare a room for you,
One
Yuri.
look at the house and goes, I don't think that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
It's like 3 times bigger than our dorm room that we share. There's 3 of us.
As you walk into the luxurious house, Yuki. Oh fuck! I moved accidentally this thing. I want to move this thing. As you enter the house, Yuki, you immediately notice all the very expensive-looking decoration inside of it. From antiquities to small statues to paintings and all manner of finery. This place is obviously loaded.
Yuki's like, I will steal it immediately right before we leave.
I was gonna say that.
Only right before we leave.
Alright. So yeah, what do you think about this, Yuki?
Yuki thinks, wow, I should mark this one on the map.
I feel like Yuri's like, please rob my asshole parents. Just don't steal from Patrice, and I don't care.
No, Yuki goes, I'll give you 10%. Yuri.
10%. Yes. I'll take it.
So Beatrice goes, well, I recommend everyone to go take a shower and relax a bit from the trip. In 1 hour, we can reconvene to have supper.
Okay.
He's gonna soak in the tub and try to emotionally prepare for dinner.
Got the rose petals in the water, the cucumbers on your eyes.
Pre-game with champagne and be like, I need to be at least a little drunk to deal with this crap.
So yeah, the servants guide you, each one of you, to your respective rooms. And Yuri, you walk into the room they prepare for you, and immediately you notice it's extremely luxurious. The bed is super soft, the pillows are super comfortable, you could sleep forever here. The mirror is polished to the point that you can see even the smallest imperfection on your skin. There is this big jar of water, of fresh water that can you drink. There is a bottle of wine nearby. There is a bathtub ready for you too.
Yes. Yes.
So,
He's like, holy shit. Too bad I don't get along with them. Mom and dad are douchebags. Otherwise.
What if Yuki sneaks into their will and like writes, give 70% to Yuri?
I think that's gonna work.
If you manage that, Yuri will absolutely
Gives. Okay, Yuki scratches down, goes 80%.
That's a great idea. I like it. Alright, so
and they'll die in a tragic horse riding accident. I'm kidding.
as you're preparing the bath, Yuri, you hear someone knocking on your door.
Oh god.
No.
Hello?
We have more disco Elysium, OST. So, Leandro walks in.
No.
The spitting image of your dad, except for the very ridiculous mustache and beard he let grow. Can you roll me insight check really quickly? With advantage?
I have no insight. +5. It's a 5. I roll. Okay.
With insight.
With advantage. You
With
get another one
advantage.
though, right?
Yeah.
Do I get advantage? Okay, yeah, here we go. 15.
You,
Still 5.
despite all the time, you know that the reason he's growing this stupid beard is because everyone keeps telling him how much he looks like your dad, but
Yeah.
younger
I mean, he does.
and without the the elf ears.
Well, he's only has a little elf ears, not big elf ears.
Yeah, and it's like, and he's very clearly trying to look different,
Yuri bites his lower lip, trying to say nothing about the terrible facial hair did not suit him. Makes him kind of like a villain, but Yuri doesn't say anything.
Leandro says, the prodigal son is really back, huh?
Yup. I'm kind of shooketh. Yuri says, but it's kind of good to see you. Yuri's just happy everyone's calling him son.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't think Beatrice would pull it off, but Color may surprise though.
Beatrice was always really good at the good old guilt trip, as you know.
So you are here to support that in his campaign, right? And in exchange you get your college debts to go poof.
That's like the yeah, sure.
Do
they not know? Do they not know we're here for the
I imagine that's a secret.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yuri's confident they won't figure it out. They're not that smart.
But Leandro says, and I had this written down, so I'm very glad you say that. Honestly, I don't buy it. After all that screaming and threats and posturing, you are now suddenly back just to get rid of a debt?
Well, it's been 2 years in the guard. I almost died at least 10 times. Straight up.
Come on, Yuri, you are too stubborn for that.
Yeah.
There is something else going on, isn't it?
Fuck me, Leandro. You know me.
Well,
You could just tell him that you miss them.
That would be a lie. Yuri will not even attempt that.
You miss Beatrice.
Beatrice gave me, honestly, kind of, gave me the big old doe eyes, and I couldn't say no. And that's actually the truth, Yuri says.
he shakes his face and says, I'm gonna get to the bottom of it, but
Oh, good luck, buddy.
enjoy the time while you are here. He walks away.
Cheers. Fuck.
Yuri
says,
How am I supposed to lie to my own sibling who's known me my whole life? You can't.
well, and Yuri's thinking to himself, well, they're pretty selfish people. They won't figure out we're here to help people. It'll take them a while.
So, as you can see, at that moment, you are, unfortunately, back home.
It's not their childhood home, thank fuck. But yeah.
And with that, we finish today's session.
Shit, Leandro's like totally on us. Oh well.
Well, that went way faster than I thought. I wrote like
really
six.
fast.
Yeah, I wrote like 6 pages, but yeah.
Never good. Immediately we were just talking, like we would have to end it at the very latest.
I'm kind of glad I ended earlier only because I have work tomorrow. But I like this. It's a small dip. It's a good. If it was too much, it would be harder to digest everything. It's a good opening.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yuri's thinking, well, maybe they'll think we're only here for instead of investigating the sick people. We're here for Hold on, I just had it.
Isn't that what we're here for?
Well, it is. He doesn't need to know that. At least Leandro's not an idiot.
So yeah, I think the reason it was so short is because, it must be, the whole session was basically exposition and, setting the scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry, Catherine and Emerald. I know you didn't have anything to do this session. I know, I'm sorry.
I like it. I like going over Yuri's family drama. No, I love it. I didn't care if I didn't have anything to do with it. At least I did.
I think it was worth it for Emerald to be in this session just for her for the will comment and the first one where it's like, ooh, the tea. Like, what I mean? That was funny.
I already have Yuki's first encounter with with Yuri's brother planned in my head. What she's gonna say when she's
Yuri's gonna be like, please pickpocket my brother.
It'd be so funny if you pickpocketed my brother as a cute little haha. I'm the team brother.
I will
It's kind of like if someone like pulls like a quarter behind your ear, but it's like I didn't plan on keeping it.
I just fuck with Yuri's brother the whole time, putting stuff in different pockets.
Tie their shoelaces together so they trip.
Oh my god.
Man, that's great. Alright, I'm sorry guys.
Yuri's already thinking of a couple of cover things, like maybe he just wanted a taste of the fame, he's famous back home. He's like, time to create a false trail for Leandro to fall.
So, okay, as I say, well, it was short, it was a very short session, but I hope you enjoy it. Next one will be more.
7 out of 10. It's a good opening, I think.
I thought it was really good for.
Next
I thought
session
they
it
did
will,
name Yuri, but not
know.
yet.
it will be more involved,
Oh yeah.
So let's say, let's begin with Ali, okay? So 7 out of 10.
Yeah, for an opening, really good.
All right.
For a shorter session, I'd give it more, but it's not really.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
for like something where not a ton of shit happened, I'm excited. Good.
So, what was your favorite part of today's session?
Two things. One, Yuki going, God, Yuki's diary is gonna be so good this week. And two, Leandro being like, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this, and Yuri going, oh.
The Guardian Dealer expecting to successfully lie to my own fucking brother.
Well, good thing me and Yuki's deception is like between plus 14.
True.
Yuri is reasonably confident they can come up with I think he's gonna plan a false trailer to Leandro to quote unquote successfully uncover. So
Right.
You got Yuki's deception to fall back on too.
exactly.
So, what was your least favorite thing in the session?
I don't really have one. I liked this.
All right. So, okay, anything you want to say in general?
Very excited, very, very excited to see. I've been a long time for as always, all of our character. But I'm excited for Emerald and that little nugget you made for Estes too with the last arc. I'm very excited. I love character arc shit. You know this.
Yeah. Okay, let's go with Emerald.
Yes.
Emerald, what score do you give it?
I don't know. It was great opening, like 7, 8.
All right.
Yeah. It's really good. Even though Yuki wasn't as involved because it was more of like Yuri coming home. I just really liked it. It was fun to listen to. Got to learn a lot about the different dynamics between the parents and the siblings.
All right.
Now Yuki knows who to pickpocket. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yuki's like, I'm gonna spend the whole trip scoping the place out, and right before we leave, then yoink everything, and then we'll be halfway to the other. No. You have Yuki's permission to rob him. I don't know if you mind, but everyone but Patrice is fair game.
No worries.
Just don't steal her shit. We cool.
Okay, what was your favorite part of the session?
That's the part that was really funny, was when we were at the crowd and someone yelled, "Esta, crush me with your thighs."
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Esta should do like one of those Olympic like swimsuit bags, you know what I mean? Around the Olympics. They put all the athletes in the athletic photo
She would
shoot.
so be on a firefighter calendar.
She would. That's what I was
be.
thinking of. Firefighter calendar. Yuri would know. You'd be on like swim
You should
thing.
write that in where like she only agrees to it for charity and it sells so fucking well and she's embarrassed because her family definitely bought a copy to support her.
Yeah, my daughter. I'm so proud.
That's so good.
Oh, I have the perfect image from this. 1 second. Oh, come on.
In the photo, she'd just definitely be doing the pose where like she's showing her back, that one leg out, and she's like flexing her arms. You can see her back.
Yeah.
She's looking
Yeah.
back to the camera.
Definitely have a gun show type, you know. You always like walk into gun show it, it's obviously your arm muscles.
Need a small intermission arc of just Esta doing a calendar photo shoot for charity.
Yeah.
1 second. Let's see if this works. No, it didn't work. Okay, whatever. It reminds me basically of this scene from One Punch Man, so I'm gonna put it on Discord.
I need to watch One Punch Man. That's really good.
Punch Man.
That was like one of the first animes I watched. I don't remember anything that happened. I'm gonna be honest.
I love One Punch Man. So nonsensical.
Alright, what was your least favorite scene, Emerald?
I didn't really have one.
All right.
to be honest.
Okay. Anything else you want to add?
I'm excited to see what's in store
All right.
and what Yuki will steal.
Okay.
I'm excited to see what
I'm
you do.
so excited.
Yeah, I think.
Or if she will. We'll
I
see.
think every night I will give you a mini quest to scout to recon the place.
That'd be fun.
Okay, Catherine, what score do you give it?
8 out of 10. It was a really good intro.
Alright.
I'm excited that we're going into Yuri's backstory and family bullshit, and the fact you added.
Mhm.
I wasn't expecting to add Stienwongnusa's team as a part of the mission. It makes perfect sense story-wise, but man, Yuri's gonna have a bad time of it.
All right. What was your favorite part of today's session?
I guess when they're like asked to crush me off your thighs. That was pretty funny.
Okay. What do you have any less favorite parts?
Nope.
Okay. Anything you want to add in general?
No, I'm excited to see where this is gonna go. Shit's gonna get real, I'm sure.
All right.
I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Well, that is everything for today. Very short session.
Great
but
session, Medusos.
Thank
Loved
you.
it.
All right.
Good session.
Well, thank you so much for playing, guys. Thank you everyone who came to watch this small stream. Gracias, Noble. También thank you to everyone that watched the bot later. If you like it, please leave a like, subscribe, etc. etc. I've been Meduso. Thank you for watching, and as always, also thank you to my amazing players, Emerald, Catherine, and Ali. Thank you, guys.
Bye bye.
Yay.
Good night, everyone. Bye.